Ravens fell short in the wildcard game, and Lamar wasn't as good as people would thought. It's a time to look for another QB. This and a couple of things more coming right out.
Renegade. Renegade.
Hey guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to szgsports. This is the video that I do what I love, what I hated about this game, and I usually reserve a special place for Lamar as we try to, break down how he looked throughout the game. So, that being said, let me start what I hated. I'm gonna leave at the end what I love, and hopefully finish on a more positive note. People that you might not think that I hated how they played Cy Jones. Cyrus, the punter for the Chargers, had at least 3 short punts in the first half. This guy, and people love him. I know he's a Baltimore guy. He has returned 1 or 2 touchdowns, which is great. But I feel like if the ball doesn't come perfect to him, he doesn't feel it. Those 3 punts, if he goes and attacks the ball, I'm not even saying run for it. He can fair catch it. If he doesn't let it land and roll back, we would have gained at least 15, 20 yards. Which at the first half, when the end of the half was 12-0, field position was critical. So I felt like there was a lot of yardage that he left on the field. Tucker. So my boy Tucker, which I think he's the best kicker in the league. I think this is probably has been his worst year since he started. And I'm not even saying that he's a bad kicker. It's in his abilities comparing to what he has done in the past. And I think if you talk to him, he'll probably tell you like, yeah, it wasn't my best year. I was in the game. That kick that he missed, it was in the same direction that the Chargers one made with 57-yarder. And that 3 points would have been critical because at the end of the game when you're driving, you're trying to move the ball super fast because you're trying to get that touchdown, right, with Lamar. If you know you just need a field goal, the playbook opens up a little bit. You can let that clock melt a little bit more. So I just think that 3 points that we left, not only was bad that he missed, but also after that, that's when the touchdown came, right? Short field. That's the only time that they scored a touchdown. So, again, love Jeff Tucker. I think he's the best kicker in the league. But overall, his performance was okay. This next one. Marty Martinville. Marty was out coached. And my biggest problem with Marty was first half we were horrible, right? What would you think a decent coordinator should have done? Adjust? They're putting 7 DBs there, a lot of fast people, right? Keep faking it because even if you're not having a lot of success on the run, because they know you're running it so much, they're gonna, collapse or trying to bring people, open up the passing lanes, maybe do a 5 wide, 3 wide, 2 tight ends, spread them out. That way they cannot put 8 people in the box. They will, if they do, super easy completion for Lamar. But if they don't, Lamar can do 1, 2, maybe 3. And if he runs, there's open lanes. He did that like at the end when they were doing prevent defense, which didn't make sense, right? He should have done it throughout the game. Adjustments. There was no adjustment for the offensive coordinator. Marty needs to go. I'm not saying the head coach, the coaching staff. Marty needs to go. He can't adjust. He had this game plan and he just stuck with it, even though if it wasn't working, he didn't help Lamar. The O-line, God, there was a play. Hurst just got pushed completely to Lamar. Then the guy just extends the hand and just knocks Lamar down. The O-line got manhandled. Stanley didn't look good. Brown didn't look good. Yanda was the only one that I can think of. I don't remember seeing any guys that went through Yanda. I might be wrong, but I don't remember it. And then Skura. That boy's horrible. We need a new center next year. In the debate, we need a new left guard, but definitely a new center, which I think it should be Bozeman. But independently, Skura was also doing high snaps. They won't fumble those because it was a high snap. The heck, man? Can't do that thing now. Not at this time of the year. I think the O-line was horrendous. It was bad. Okay, and I understand it was 7, 8 people in the box. Just block the guy in front of you. They couldn't do that. They were being manhandled. Bosa had a hell of a game. Ingram had a hell of a game. And the interior linemen, they had a good game. So this next one, and with this one, I'm gonna stop. You might give me critiques for this. Hey, as a fan, if you want to boo, you bought the ticket. I'm not saying do you. I was at the game. I didn't like that the fans were booing Lamar. He's playing his heart out. I know he doesn't look like, he's not having success, but he's playing his heart out. And for us to boo him, he's having a lot of pressure. It's a rookie first playoff game. It's just rough to see. I know the fans were chanting for Flacco. I wouldn't done that either. Well, I didn't do it. If you ask me, should they put Flacco? I thought there was a moment in the game in the fourth quarter when there was nothing happening. They should have put Flacco and see how the Chargers would adjust, right? If they would adjust at all. That would have been me. But even that, Lamar brought you back, right? And in that last play, and goes back to what Cy Jones, right? That last punt, he should have attacked that punt, and we would have been like in the 40, 45. He let it bounce we lost 10 or 15 yards there. Anyway, just I would agree I would have been mad if they put Flacco. It's just the fans booing and chanting for Flacco. I don't think that was helpful for Lamar, for his confidence. But like I said, you guys paid the tickets too. You do you. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I just don't think booing your team, especially during the game, especially a rookie in his first start in the playoffs, is beneficial. But now, with that being said, let's go to the Lamar report. I thought Lamar had one of his worst games. Passing the ball that first. I'm not gonna count the last drive for now. But before that, for 3.5 quarters, passing was horrendous. He couldn't hit anybody in stride. His accuracy needs to get better. I think if he can get 25% better to 30% better on accuracy, on the pass, he's going to be dangerous, lethal. Because what are you going to do? Take the pass? I'll run. Run? Are you going to take my runs? I'm going to pass. And when they take the run, they put a lot of people in the box, so there's easy completions to be had. So it's, again, just the throwing, it wasn't good. To that point, we were -2 early in the fourth quarter. He did surpass Philip Rivers in passing yards, 194, and Philip had 160. A lot of that was in the prevent defense. That still counts. He was still making better passes. That pass to Dixon, he got lucky. He was just over the guy, the defender. At the end, the guy should have picked the ball. Although I thought he was early, they should have called a PI. Regardless, that was a dangerous throw. But both passes to Crabtree, they were good. 2 touchdowns. That's what I want to see as he progresses. Those throws, right? So it's in there, right? It's just he needs to be more consistent. It's not like he can't do it. Can he do it on a consistent basis? So running the ball again wasn't. They made an effort to stop the run. Gus couldn't run. He couldn't run. Again, goes back to Marty. Where's the adjustment? There was none. So another thing was he wasn't decisive. When I say decisive, there were some times that balls would snap and he was looking, and I'm like, dude, look at all the open field. And he didn't want to run, especially in the first half. I felt like he was very shy to run on a broken passing plays. I'm not talking about the read run, the QB running back, that read option. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about legitimate. Like, I'm looking at my first, second, third progression. It's not there. He kept looking. Pocket was collapsing against us. O-line is having a bad game. You need to know that you need to be moving. But not only that, when he went either left or right, there was lanes for him to run. And I thought he wasn't as decisive on the running attack in that first half. Yo, last thing for Lamar, that ball, man. He loses the ball too easy. He needs to figure out how he's holding the ball. The fumbles weren't that it wasn't that anybody hit him hard, right? Because if he's throwing somebody, that's different, right? He's running, somebody hits the ball, that's different. He literally just loses the ball. The one was he just scrambled and he lost the ball. He needs to take care of the ball. I think he had 13 fumbles in 8 games. It's not good. He needs to take care of the ball. That should be one of his priorities coming into the offseason. The pick that he threw wasn't good, although Moore should have caught that ball. But regardless, again, turnovers. I said before the game, if Lamar's clean, we're gonna win the game. I did a live at noon, or not at noon, at halftime. We had 3 fumbles and a pick, and we were down 12-0. If he would have kept clean, we might have just still down, but it might have been like 3 or 6. That defense was balling. Which we go now to what I love. Defense. That defense was balling, y'all. I know when we watch it on TV, you're like, oh my God, they're making plays. That defense looks fast. They were hitting Rivers every time, which I love. By the way, Phillip Rivers has become my most hated quarterback. Not because we lost. We lost to a lot of quarterbacks throughout the year. When you taunt somebody that has been down, right? So Judon does a clean hit, pushes him, goes to the side so he doesn't land on Phillip Rivers. He gets hurt. Phillip Rivers, which he did through the whole effing game, yap to the referee, and then he sees Judon laying down hurt, and he starts walking to Judon and starts screaming, "That's what you get." Lost a lot of respect for him. But I love that they hit him. They hit him every play. They gave up two big plays, yeah. But overall, time of possession, which is to really what we usually win, to have this defense fresh. We didn't win for this game. And the defense was still balling. I think our defense played spectacular. Again, I apologize for my voice. I think the defense played spectacular. Loved it. I love the 2 special team plays that we made. Buck on the block punt, and I think it was C on the block field goal. So that was pretty good. And like I said, guys, the D just came to ball. I cannot say anything bad really from the D. They were there in the field for most of the game, and they still balled. They play a hell of a game. It's the only reason we were still in the game. The touchdown came in the short field on the missed field goal. But other than that, they also had 2 or 3 field goals that came from special teams. Special team wasn't good today. For some reason, Harbaugh wanted them to kick high and short so to make them in the kickoff they had a runoff. That wasn't a good idea. They were having yards. There was not good tackling, not good pursuing of the ball, bad angles. So the defense really had to work on short fields, and they still were stopping them for 3 points. I thought the defense were balling. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of turnovers other than that fumble, but still, this defense, spectacular. When you have Phillip Rivers to only 160 yards, that's pretty impressive. So, no touchdowns. The only touchdown they gave up was on a 4th down, and inches, pretty much. Again, I had nothing bad about the defense. They might have got burned here and there once or twice, but overall this defense was good. Anyway, guys, that's what I have. Let me know, what do you love, what do you hate about this game? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and follow me at szgsports. I will see you next time.